sight or sound to any of you. I've been doing this for a number of years, being on YouTube, making videos for the sake of video sometimes. And, well, time to make another obvious observation that I make. It's a new year. It's 2014. It has been for a while. And, I don't know. I'd love to hear how your guys' year has been going. I know January has been surprisingly eventful for me. Usually January is kind of a dead month, but I've had the opportunity to kind of work a lot, work both my jobs. I work at Staples part-time as a retail employee, and I also work part-time for this great company down the road, Atlantic Coast Entertainment, and I do various events for them, disc jockeying, doing videography, so all of that has been fantastic, to be honest with you. And also, in my free time, I've been doing my own personal videography, producing my latest movie, Blockbusted 3, triple feature, both filming it and producing it, and, again, all things that are going to be relevant in 2014 and beyond. And I'm hoping that this year that, there's going to be something else. I don't know what that something else is yet, but graphically, as far as my inclination toward graphic design, my inclination toward art, I've always been at a loss for words when it comes to exactly what I want to do with my life. And even now, this is a video that, who knows who's going to watch it, but I'm trying to picture it, as if I were in an interview, what I would say, what my goals are as a designer. And I'd say my goals as a graphic designer are to just kind of broaden the scope of what is graphic design. Not, I'm not going to claim to be an avant-garde inventor of a new thing, but take what's there and maybe innovate on it, Logos that have been around for ages, maybe spark some new life into them. Or maybe not. Sometimes the worst graphic design I've seen is when people try to take a logo that's been working for years and just oversimplify it or overcomplicate it just because. Some of the greatest logos have stood the test of time. But my goal doesn't end there. I don't want to just make logos. I want to format information in a way that's more appealing to people. I want to, have my hand in magazines, newspapers, whatever, and just kind of revise them. Websites, web design. While there is no limit to what I want to do, there also is the limit of, how much experience do I have? And that's really what's catching me up, because I did just kind of graduate college, and, I have a fair amount of work to show off, but, it's not increasing as much as I would like it to, because just the availability of jobs at the moment. But getting off that topic for a moment, the strange thing is, and I've gotten this question before, is like, why didn't I go to college for filmmaking? And, is filmmaking something I see myself doing into my, 30s or whatever, because I'm already 25, so. And I don't know the answer to that either, but 2014 looks to be at least, and hopefully more than that, but it looks to be at least an opportunity to expand that. Because this new movie I mentioned I'm working on is going to be something fantastic, but I can't even, there'll be a day to talk about that. I could spend an entire 20 minutes talking about Blockbusted 3, but really, just when I think about where it all came from, like, just starting out as a kid, just wanting to film everything, and it sounds really stupid now, but I'm really glad I did it, because it let me hold on to a part of myself that a lot of people can't necessarily say they held on to, just because it fades to the back of your memory. Even now, even with my videos, I don't, remember how I was even 5, 6, 7 years ago, let alone when I started. And I never had the intention of making movies. I just made, films, just short things. And then, I don't know, somewhere around 2007, 2008, I started getting the idea of, why not make this bigger? Why not, instead of just doing whatever, why not, go for something else? Make a movie with a plot, make a movie with multiple camera angles. That was when I really started to break through, I'd say, 2009, when I made Crash Daniels, my secret agent movie. And I wanted multiple camera angles. It wasn't enough just to film something. It wasn't enough just to write a script and play it out. I'm like, this is an experience. This isn't just a story in my head anymore. So how can I convey that to a bigger audience? So, that was only a minor step, because 2010 I took it up again with Blockbusted. And that was after I got my HD camera, after I decided to really take this seriously. And I'd say around that time, I started to discover some, pretty cool things about myself and my filmmaking, just taking scenes and kind of slowing them down. It doesn't always have to be a big action scene. It doesn't always have to be a slow talking scene, There are different ways to do cinematography, and I think that media really lends itself to me, because I'm just so, I don't want to say scatterbrained, but I just like to be doing different things all the time. So, you know, in any movie you watch, I think I heard somewhere that, you know, they switch camera angles something like every 12 seconds. And it's probably true. It happens so quickly, who even notices? I don't know if I do it that often in my new movies, but I have been very conscious of how can I make this scene more interesting? What can I add to this scene? What doesn't need to be here? What audio can I use? You know, in the field of music, and again, I'm not a musician. I don't mean to make myself out to be this jack of all trades, but I've been trying. I learned guitar in 2012. Again, still a work in progress, but I've been trying to get decent enough at music that I can apply it and start creating some really cool atmospheric music to my movies. Now, because it's not that I can't think of the music, but a lot of times it's the application. You know, technically I'm not the greatest guitar player, I'm not the greatest piano player, but if I'm really patient and I put it together one chord at a time, one whatever at a time, and just go from there, I can make some pretty cool stuff. And I don't make this video to brag. I didn't make this video for anything. That's kind of the thing that a lot of people don't get. I don't make my movies to make money. If I did, I'm doing a very bad job. I don't make these YouTube videos to get famous. Again, very bad job. But I'm still making them. And I don't know for how long, and I don't know why, and I don't care why. I'm just kind of to that point now. All I know is that 2014 is going to be a really kick-ass year, and heading into February, well, what better time to start kicking ass? Because the first month, as I mentioned, was a really great month. Probably one of the better Januaries I've had in a while. But why stop there? We're not going to stop there. So, more on Blockbuster 3 can be expected. I'm probably going to have more just kind of talking points, maybe, kind of rants, unscripted, all that crap. And if people don't want to watch it, they don't want to watch it. But if they do, I got plenty to say. So, I'm always open to suggestions how to make my videos better. I'm always open to your thoughts. And obviously, you guys are always hearing my thoughts, so whatever you want to say, have at it. I'm all ears. Leave an offensive comment. Don't care. Yeah, I'll be on with more to say. Right now, though, I just wanted to kind of sum up everything to this point as best I could and keep an eye on the future. There's going to be a lot more chaos and madness to come from my mind, so check it out, Bobby Productions. Subscribe today.